If On Air was an outfit, what outfit would it be?
It would probably be a unitard that you would slip into, transparent, that you could map anything onto.
A musical that you watched most often?
West Side Story. It's a masterpiece. It's my favorite musical. I was lucky enough to be in it. Changed my life.
Spicy question. New York or Paris?
So spicy for a different reason. For now, Paris, but New York always.
New York versus Paris. How do you express anger?
In New York, it would be like a huge, like, interpretive dance piece where I was like throwing paint everywhere. It was like thrashing my head and hair around, running around, maybe screaming. And in Paris, I'd probably just like really pulled together and tight with a coffee or a glass of wine and just stare very intently.
How do you call a waiter in New York versus Paris?
Even just in general, as an American, I find myself to just be like more polite. So we'll be like, excuse me, raise my hand. But here, you just raise your hand and just say, I want a coffee.
How would you make eye contact to show someone you're interested in a flirty type of way? New York versus Paris.
I think similar to my anger in Paris, I think that there's a more coquettish leaning back, stare, linger. In New York, no one has time. So you look, you smile, and you just go for it.
Are yoga classes the new dating app?
Oh, I think yoga classes should be the new dating app because I think it's an incredible, untapped place to meet people. Tune your body, your breath, so you're much more grounded, you're much more open and available to meet people. I've definitely seen in New York, not here, dudes bring multiple people to a class.
A stretch or a pose that you can do sitting down.
A really great activity to do is just to do like a side bend because it opens up your intercostal muscles, like the side bodies. I'm going to keep it even and do the other side. You can do it with your arm, without, oh hey. And then if you want to get really spicy, add a twist to it and then do the other side to keep it even. Twist on your exhale, ready to go.
What yoga pose prepares you best for a night of partying and dancing?
Give me that good pigeon pose anytime. Pigeon, open up the hip, give me a pigeon any day for me.
If you were a yoga pose, which one would you be?
I would be a Hanumanasana, a split. Really expansive, energy going in different ways as if you're like flying through life.
What is the opposite of on air? And if that was a person, what would that person be like?
Yeah, I think the opposite of on air would be a hoarder. How I envision on air and the experience that I hope is always translated is this sense of space and possibility.
What do people do before and or after yoga, but they would never admit it?
Fart.
Favorite scene or still from a musical, theater, or movie?
So many. I'm a big fan of Bob Fosse, who is a director and choreographer. If you look at, for example, Sweet Charity, there's incredible scenes like the frugue, where everybody's like hyper stylized, awkward and funny, trying to fit into this bougie sort of scene.
What are the best channels to chill, to have fun, and to lose yourself?
I like to hang out in the July channel, On Air. Come hang out On Air and he'll build it with me. I love the Humankind channel. I go for the candles and I end up getting business advice.
Who do you nominate to join us next?
Sam.